And now Dundee United versus Morton is one of the games highlighted in Scotsport.
Hello, good evening, and a warm welcome as always to our programme. On this particular Saturday, exactly a year ago, Celtic led the Premier League by 9 points, Motherwell were out in front in the First Division by 7, and Clyde's lead at the top of the Second Division was 8 points. Well, tonight it would be a bold man indeed who would predict the winners of the 3 divisions this year. And our match of the day from the Premier League follows one of the 3 main contenders, Dundee United, to Greenock, in search of the 2 points needed to keep up a pace which is now becoming extremely hot indeed.
Now Bannon. Holt nodding it down for Milne. Holt again. Great effort from John Holt.
And Liverpool found their title clincher elusive at White Hart Lane against Spurs.
O'Reilly. Bubble. Well, he's clearly in the mood.
Golf and 2 Scots are in the top 3 after the 3rd round of the Italian Open. Details of that later, along with the other main sports news. We also go to the Dell for the 4-goal action from the First Division match between Southampton and Luton. And we've got table tennis, a Scotland against England challenge match at the Monklands Leisure Centre in Airdrie, with Richard Ewell and Nigel Eckersley showing just how fast and exciting the sport can be.
Ewell was ready for it, but he didn't need to smash it back because it was just over. 10-7. Well, that's our lineup, and we begin at Capitol Park, Greenock, with a look at the match which, even after all these years, produced something brand new. Dundee United's invitation to their fans to travel to the tail of the bank and have their admission to the game paid for. Some 5,000 vouchers were issued and the attendance was 6,820. Plus our commentator, Jock Brown.
Eddie McNabb is out of the Morton side, and Bernie Slavin takes on a principal striking role with Andy Ritchie held in reserve on the bench. And it's an afternoon of mixed emotions for Graham Payne, who became a Morton player this season after nearly 10 years at Tannadice. And he's now a key man in a match which may well decide the destiny of both sides. And United are at full strength with John Holt retaining his place and Billy Kirkwood on the bench to make way for Scotland player Richard Gough, who returns to the side after suspension. And he's a back 4 man who has scored 9 goals this season, and United surge to the top of the league. Well, Morton start this make or break match in their attempt to stay in the Premier League, and they couldn't have tougher opposition for the afternoon. Dundee United trying very hard to retain their top spot in the Premier League after a run in which they've only lost once since they lost at Ibrox on January 8th. That was that 2-0 defeat against Celtic on the 6th of April. And that great spell of form in the new year has taken United to their current position, whereby 3 straight wins could well win them the title. So this much bigger than average crowd for the Morton Dundee United match, settling down to watch how these teams settle on the opening stages. This could be a vital phase in the match. Eamon Bannon's over on the left right away. Al pass looking for Bannon. And Davy Hayes coming in late on Bannon, giving United the free kick. Gough is in the box, but it's well taken by Baines. A slight fumble, but No danger to the Morton defence. The referee this afternoon, Mr. Mike Delaney from Shotts. Won by Stark. Well, much too powerful that pass through the middle for any of the United attackers. Good header by Malpass. Very positive indeed. He's a knock in the face, but it's United who have possession. Stark showing a lot of confidence as well as skill. Long touching it on. Dodds trying to get to it. McLaughlin was with them all the way. Appeals for a penalty kick from the United supporters. Not really enhanced by the players. Dodds chasing it. McLaughlin appeared to have things under control. He certainly missed the ball, but it was already going through to Roy Baines. Hutchison leading the line well for Morton. Rooney back to Hayes. Holt dropping back in that right midfield position. McLaughlin are getting it away at the second attempt. Goff to Malpass. Taking on Payne. Trying to take on Hayes as well. Malpass has the determination. The stirrup. Duffy's in the right position for Morton. Now Richard Goff. Goff playing it inside, taken late by Duffy. Well, Richard Goff protesting vehemently. I'm not sure why he's getting a free kick, and it certainly was not a penalty. I'm sure this will show. Yes, Duffy going into the tackle very late. So free kick to United. This could be very dangerous for Morton. There he is, number 6. Bannon is 7. Bannon can swerve the ball from these set pieces. Taking it at the far corner of the box. Bannon to take it. Sliding it in. Off the post. And Dodds completes the task. 31 minutes of the first half gone, and the United supporters go wild. Well, it's down to Eamon Bannon's expertise from the dead ball. Beautifully flighted, Baines at full stretch, it came off the post. Dodds reacted first, and with his 25th goal of the season, gives United a vital lead. Well, the celebrations and that big contingent of United supporters on the far side go on. It's been a very tense battle so far. United managing to carve out precious few chances. Now they've made it. And it was a back four player coming forward, Richard Goff, who made the vital difference. It may well be that United will look back in this season as McAlpine comes out, heavily challenged by Cochrane. And there's no doubt that tension is running high among the players. Free kick is given to McAlpine. But the half-back line in old-fashioned terms of Goff, Hegarty and Neary have contributed 22 goals to the United cause this season, against only 9 last season. That could be the vital difference to keep them at the top of the league. And this time the free kick goes to Morton. Taken quickly by Duffy. Well, there have been many times in the past when Jim McLean has complained about the lack of vocal support at Tannadice, but seldom, I'm sure, has he heard such chanting and singing in an away league match as he had this afternoon. Hutchison's hand was used. The referee decides it was accidental as play goes on. Here's Slavin. Forward it goes. Slavin coming forward. Good play from the Morton midfield man. There's Slavin again. And this time it goes behind, and the match will be held up for treatment for Hamish McAlpine. Slavin doing well, checking inside Stark initially. playing the ball into danger area, going for the return from Payne. The shot was blocked by Goff. Slavin got a second chance on the volley, swept it wide. Dodds turns it to Bannon. Beyond Davy Hayes, Rooney coming to cover. Bannon holds off that challenge too, and there's Milne at the near post, where he's caused so much trouble for defences this season. Didn't quite make it on target that time. There was Bannon, got away from Davy Hayes. Jim Rooney comes across now. Bannon carrying on with the run. Near post ball, and Milne trying to flick it in at the near post. And there goes the half-time whistle. United leave the field to warm applause from their supporters. Davy Dodds departs the scene. He was the man who gave United that vital first-half lead. It came from the free kick after Richard Goff was brought down by Jim Duffy. It was swerved beyond the wall by Eamon Bannon, off the post for Davy Dodds to knock it in. So United going at half-time, leading by 1-0. Join us in a couple of minutes for the second half.
Cradle will fall.
Little does he know that for only £4.99, or the New World Nova for a mere £199, or the Parkinson Cowan 4002 for only £209.90. He could choose a big value cooker or select any one of a further range at discounted prices. He could even trade in his old cooker against one of 4 other models, if only he'd visit his local Scottish gas showroom. Our cookers are our compliments to the chef.
She's TV's sexiest superstar. Her real life is even more incredible. Joan Collins by the husband she ditched. Exclusive in tomorrow's Sunday People. They're roused, her other men, the public pretense, the private business, the cold, cold goodbye. Joan Collins, world exclusive in tomorrow's Sunday People. Plus Star Wars 3 exclusive picture preview. The making of a princess. Secrets behind the pop videos. Bingo, win cash, win a car. And Joan Collins, world exclusive in the Sunday People. Get it tomorrow.
United start the second half with the cushion of that Davy Dodds first half goal, and the knowledge already at half-time that the challengers in the Premier League are also doing well at half-time. So the next 45 minutes vital for both United and their championship aspirations, and for Morton it may well be make or break time. They've got 45 minutes of which I reckon they have to score at least twice, because a win is what they must have this afternoon. Even 1 point may well not be enough to help their cause. So determination, I'm sure, will abound among these Morton players' ranks, and they do need the spark of genius up front to break down this very efficient United defence. Hamish McAlpine has returned for the second half for United, and he undoubtedly would have some patching up done at half-time. In the United dressing room, we'll soon see how he has recovered. Well, you can see now he's still hurtling, and he's got that left leg heavily strapped. He appears to have done some damage to a muscle top of the left leg. Now Payne. Good control from Slavin. That was a great opportunity for Bernie Slavin, and he nearly cashed in. And McAlpine's problems made abundantly clear by this move. Payne into Slavin, good control, making the angle away from Hegarty, and McAlpine happy to see it go wide. Hegarty having to take the goal kicks for Hamish McAlpine. So Derek Stark with the throw. Stark trying to tee it up for Stark. There's Davy Dodds. Neary coming through, great chance for United. Brilliantly finished by David Neary. 7 minutes into the second half, a vintage Dundee United special. It was Holt who pumped it into the middle. Dodds allowed for the bounce. He knew that Neri was coming through in support. The chest control was perfect. So was the finish. And that may well put the match beyond Morton. David Neri's 9th goal of the season, greeted by the United supporters. And on the kick-off, Andy Ritchie makes an appearance, welcomed by the Morton supporters. Well, Ritchie's first pass goes astray, giving United the throw. But he's on, and the man who went off in the midst of all these celebrations among United players was Bernie Slavin. Now Hayes towards Hutchison. Turned across goal. Appeared to be a foul by Ritchie on Stark. Play goes on. Bobby Houston has it. Now Rooney. Holmes. Dodds back defending. That's a good return pass from Ritchie. Here's Jim Holmes. He's promising for Morton. First time shot from Duffy. Almost got into the near post. McAlpine's trying to get across his line. Watch McAlpine when this ball comes over. We've got Holmes checking inside across to the far side. The shot from Duffy, and McAlpine couldn't have made it. Jim McLean now down at the dugout. The ball was out of play, so it's United's throw. Now Sturrock getting away from McLaughlin. Milne's waiting in the middle. There's Milne. Across it comes to Holt, and Baines scrambling across his line. Well, United really on song. United bench very anxious about Hamish McAlpine. Just checking everything is all right with the goalkeeper. Dodds goes down, the tackle from Holmes. Ralph Milne with the free kick. Right across the far side towards Richard Gough. There's Bannon. A tackle from Duffy. Well, Jim Duffy and Joe McLaughlin make up a formidable central defensive partnership for Morton. Gough back to Malpass. Now Bannon. Holt nodding it down for Milne. Holt again. Great effort from John Holt. United now carving out these chances with much more frequency. Bannon, who had it in the left, playing it in. That was a good interchange here. Holt headed it down initially. Then it was Milne, back to Holt, the first time volley that almost dipped in at the post. Richard Gough looking very composed at the back for United. Well, here's Milne taking on McLaughlin for pace. Great chance for United. Beautifully taken. 18 minutes into the second half, and Ralph Milne surely makes it safe for Dundee United. Took the pass from Holt. His pace is tremendous. McLaughlin couldn't get to him. Calmly waiting for Baines to approach, knocking it into the empty net. Ralph Milne's 20th goal of the season. And there'll be a substitution now for United. Billy Kirkwood is coming on. The man going off is the United goalkeeper, Hamish McAlpine. United anxious to protect their goalkeeper when they feel no doubt now that the match ought to be safe. And without being in any way disrespectful to Morton, thoughts no doubt turning to goal difference among the United fans. There's Paul Sturrock, away from Duffy. Waiting in the middle is Dodds and Holt. There's Davy Dodds, and he's made it. Dodds gets his second, it's United's fourth, and now it's looking like a rout. And this one really is down to the talent of Paul Sturrock on the left touchline. Look at the way he takes the ball up to Duffy, leaves him for dead, going towards the dead ball line. Collecting the deep cross away across the far side. Davy Dodds plays it against the post, takes the rebound and knocks in his 26th of the season. Cochran to Ritchie, Hutchison through the middle, Payne trying to get up alongside him. Still Andy Ritchie, back to Rooney. Holt comes to meet him. Now Sturrock. Holt is very powerful coming out of that midfield position. Ritchie flighting it forward, but Hutchison was offside in any event. Not very appreciative of the linesman's decision. There's Derek Stark. Dodds on the end of it. Well, the Morton defence certainly didn't pick him up. That was so nearly his hat-trick.
Yes, a fine 4-0 win for Dundee United. And after the match, Arthur spoke to club captain Paul Hegarty about his goalkeeping exploits of the second half.
I'm actually trying to work out if I've seen you play in goal before in the Premier League. I don't think you have you?
No, I haven't. No, that's the first time, Arthur. I hope it's not again. Anyway.
What news are famous tonight, by the way?
Well, I think he's got a couple of stitches in his thigh. I'm not sure about it. I think that's the thing, and I think he'll be okay for next Saturday.
Obviously, you're like your manager, Jim McLean. You're not counting any chickens yet, but 2 games to come, both of them in the city of Dundee. You must genuinely fancy your chances now, Paul.
I think in the United camp at the moment, we're quietly confident, and that's how we go about our job. Just take each game as it comes, the old cliche, but it's true, you know, we're quietly confident and hope we can do the business in the last 2 games.
And finally, the fans, that marvellous lap of honour at the end, going over to thank them. That must have given you the genuine feeling of almost a home game today.
Well, I'm glad they turned up in numbers, and I think there was maybe 5,000 or 6,000. And if they can do that away support, it gives the players a lot of encouragement and a lot of hope for the future.
Paul Hegarty. So, 2 Saturdays to go in the Premier League and the tension increases. United stay at the top and on course for the Championship, but Celtic now have exactly the same goal difference, with of course that 1 point less. And Aberdeen can make the same total as United, but their goal difference is inferior, as you can see. The Dons have a busy week ahead. They play Hibs on Tuesday, then Kilmarnock on Thursday, and 2 wins would put them back on top. But United